one thing that helps me is one thing that helps me in this particular with this particular habit is me myself putting wow. One thing that helps me with this particular habit is hey fam, how are you doing today? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Tobi Achudume. If this is your first time here, you are super welcome. I am so excited to have you here with me. So here on this channel, we'll talk about topics, tips and tricks that helps us grow fearlessly to the best versions of ourselves. If you're interested in content like that and you just want to be a better version of yourself every single time, then please click the subscribe button so you get notified when we have new videos up. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming again. I hope that you enjoyed this video as much as you have enjoyed the other ones. Do not forget to give this video a thumbs up and share your comments in the comment section as well. So, because this is my first sit down video this year, I can still get away with sharing you New Year 2022 things, and that's what I'm going to do in this video. So I'm going to share with you 5 habits that I think will be great to have and work with as we continue in 2022. And I know that everybody has different things to say about if it's still a new year or not. As far as I'm concerned, it's still a new year because we are still getting into the experience of enjoying the different parts of what you want to do this year. I don't know if that makes sense. Yeah, so that's what we're going to talk about today. 5 habits that I think will be great for you to work with in 2022, and so that you can enjoy and have the best year that you can so far. But before I continue to what I have to share, I think it's important to say that with this year, I saw a comment, was it a comment or a story? Somebody put it on the story on Instagram that with the new year, she was just taking things easy because a lot of people were going with putting so much on social media about the new year and what they were doing and the wins they had started to get and all of that. So I think it's important to say that you should not rush things, and you should take your time in enjoying the newness that is the new year. And so if you don't have 1,000 results already by January, it does not stop you from having those results by the end of the year. So do not rush your process because you see other people already having results or already being sharing news, good news and all of that, and you are not there yet. So do not be too hard on yourself at this time of the year, and do not put yourself under too much pressure, because what that does to you is that you begin to resent the year already, and it's too early to start resenting the year. It's too early to start recording bad news this year. So let's not rush the process. Let's enjoy the process. And so we're going to share 5 habits that is going to help you even with that, so that you have the best year of your life so far. The first thing I'm going to say is that you should build the habit of talking with God. So not just talking to, but talking with you. It's a communication and it's a two-way street. So you're talking to him and he's talking to you. So it's a conversation that you're having, and that's why I say talking with, because you're not just talking at him and just throwing prayer points to him, or just coming and being complaining and all of that, but you're talking to him and you're waiting to hear back from him. So this year is very important for you to do the year with God. I put a post on Instagram. I'm going to leave a link in the description box so that you can see it, of how you can do 2022 with God, aside from just saying I'm doing it with God, but the actual steps that you can take towards doing it with God. So talking with God this year is very important and is a game changer, because we have not seen what the year has, but he already knows what is in stock for us this year. And we know that it is always good, but because he knows the exact good that he already has planned for you, it is important to do the year with him, so that he leads, guides and directs you on the steps and in the steps that you should take, so that you are not doing the year and guessing what step to take. It's better for you to just do it with God, and so he is leading you in the right step. And even if you make mistakes along the way, he's able to correct and help you to get back on track on where you are supposed to be going. Something I kind of discovered over the holidays was that a lot of times we try to do living with God, or living as Christ wants us to live, with our flesh. And truth is, it is very difficult to do that, because flesh and spirit are not doing the same thing. Your flesh wants to live life in ways that may not necessarily be in alignment with how God wants you to live your life, and so with that you struggle a lot to do life the way Christ wants you to do it because you're doing it in flesh. And that is again another reason why you should be doing the year with God and talking with Him, because you cannot do it with God in your flesh. There are a lot of things that you would want to do in your human state and in your flesh state that would not be in alignment with what God wants you to do. And for you to fight that particular thing, it's going to be you doing it beyond your strength. And that's why you need to be in communication constantly with God, because then He's able to help you to get back on track and revive your spirit and not rely on your flesh. So basically what I'm trying to say is that talking with God also helps you to rely on your spirit and not on flesh. It helps you to rely on God and not on your human wisdom or your human understanding. Talking with God is a game changer. Habit number 2 is this year you need to learn or build the habit of using your time wisely. Everybody gets 24 hours in a day. Everybody gets 365 days this year. And so knowing that, you know that the people that you look up to, the people that you respect, the people that you see them doing the things that you want to do, they also have the same 24 hours in the day that you have, but they just use their time wisely. So this year it is important for you to know how to use your time wisely, and that would mean you're planning your day, you're planning your month, you're planning the year, you're avoiding distractions. I've just lost count on my fingers, but you're avoiding distractions, you are avoiding procrastination, you are not procrastinating, you are putting your mind to do the things that you have said you are going to do. You are setting goals and you are drawing out plans that you're going to use to execute these goals. It also means that you're doing check-ins with yourself to see how far you have gone, where you're lapsing and where you're putting too much strength, where you should take a seat back or where you should keep going. So the difference between using 24 hours effectively and feeling like 24 hours is not enough for you to do all of the things that you plan to do is how you use that 24 hours. Somebody can decide to use 8 hours and 24 hours to watch a movie and then want to use 6 hours to do work and then 8 hours again to sleep. With that person, the person may see 24 hours as not enough. Another person may decide to use the 8 hours that was used in watching movie to actually do something towards being a better person or pursuing a growth in their career, and then using the other hours to just develop their business, their career, or just using it effectively. The difference between these two people is setting priorities and knowing exactly what they need to do in the 24 hours that they have. So for you to be a better person in 2022, for you to see the results that you want to see in 2022, you need to know how to use your time wisely. And on this, I have a course that I have just created. On goal setting and effective planning, and in the course I talk about how to plan your goals effectively, how to draw out your plan, how to make sure that you avoid procrastination and distractions, and make sure that you see the results that you want to see at the end of the year. So I'm going to leave a link in the description, but please check it out and share your comments with me on the course when you do take it. Number 3, be at peace with people. This is definitely harder than it sounds, but it is doable. So I'm just going to say that this is not in any way saying that men or people are not going to offend you, you're not going to get upset at things that people will do, or that you have to always be in the same space with people that you do not want to be in the same space with. But it just means that you are not holding on to anger, you're not holding on to unforgiveness, you're not holding on to bitterness. You're choosing to let things go, and you're choosing to make sure that you are at peace with the people that may have hurt you, or people that were not as considerate as you would expect them to be. It means that you are choosing to not hold on to things that would make you depressed, bitter and angry, and you're choosing to let go, because again, you know that if you're even holding on to any form of such, you are only doing yourself harm and it's not affecting the person in any way. Now, does letting go mean that the person does not get a repercussion for what the person has done to you? Absolutely not, but it just means that you're taking yourself off of being the person to do that, to met out judgment or to met out vengeance on such people, and you are just choosing to be at peace because you understand that it is better for you to be at peace with people. So you need to learn how to forgive people before they apologize, and even if they do not apologize to you, you still have to learn how to forgive them, because again, you're supposed to forgive if you want to be forgiven by Christ. That aside, And then it is not also saying that you should always have these people in your space, or that you are forced to be in constant communication with them or relate with them and all of that. No, it just means that you're not fighting them. So that means if you happen to walk past them on the streets, you can say hello without feeling terrible. It also means that you can see this person and not be angry. You can see the person and not have your whole day destroyed because of what you have seen and what you have remembered. It's just better to be at peace with people. Habit number 4, love yourself. This year you have to learn how to love yourself. It is still very sad to see that some people do not love themselves. And in loving yourself, I'm not saying you should be selfish or you should only do things that favors you, but it means that you are also thinking of yourself. You are considerate of yourself. You are giving yourself grace. When you make mistakes, you are not too hard on yourself. It doesn't mean that you are not correcting yourself or learning from your mistakes, but you are not condemning yourself in the mistakes that you have made. It also means that you are making sure that you are taking care of yourself. You are making sure that you are eating right. You are making sure that you are sleeping well. You're making sure that you are doing the things that you love to do, and you're thinking of yourself. You're thinking of your physical health, your mental health, your spiritual health, your emotional health, and every aspect of you. It also means that you are paying attention to you, you're paying attention to your growth, and you're paying attention to being a better version of yourself, which would ultimately lead to being the best version of yourself. And another thing that it means is that you are resting properly. In taking care of yourself, you are making sure that you are resting and you are not pushing yourself over the limit and then falling sick at the end of the day. No. So take care of yourself. Make sure that you are thinking of yourself and you're taking care of yourself this year. If you love yourself, you're able to show love to others and you're able to just be a better human. Number 5, be empathetic. So we are in a season, or we have been in this season for a long time, where everybody gets a clap back, everybody gets called out, everybody gets a response. Before you give me 5 things that you are saying about me, I've given you 10 in 10 different ways and with 10 different descriptive words. And so this year it is important to be empathetic and to just be human to people. Think of their feelings. One thing that helps me with this particular habit is putting myself in the shoes of the other person and just imagining how I would feel if somebody else was doing what I'm about to do to the person. And I for sure know that if it is not going to be a pleasant sight for me, if it's not going to be a pleasant feel for me, I avoid doing it. So in saying things to people, in speaking to people, in relating and reacting to people, just think of the fact that if you were in the other shoes, how would you want to be spoken to? How would you want to be related to? How would you want to be reacted to? Just be empathetic. Think of the fact that you don't know where this person is coming from. You don't know what they have gone through. You don't know what they are going through. And in actual sense, you don't even need to know what they are going through. It's just human. You just need to be human to do the right thing by being caring and being conscious of the fact that this person is also human, this person has feelings, this person has emotions, and you cannot compare how you would feel with how the person would feel. So in 2022, be empathetic to people, be empathetic in your relations with people, in how you speak to people, in how you treat people. Treat people with love, treat them with respect, treat them with care. Don't treat people like you can just walk over them because you don't know where you will meet them again. And in relation to this, I would just say that do not be selfish this year. And in saying do not be selfish, I'm not saying do not care for yourself. I'm saying don't be that person that does things that just favors them, not thinking of how it is perceived by other people. So don't do things because you feel like this is what is good for me and I don't care how it is for the other person. I will just do this thing because I know that this is what favors me. I don't care what the other person thinks or what the other person feels. And this may be hard. I kind of understand that this can be hard, but then it is just you being a better person, you being the bigger person and just thinking of others in a situation that you are in. So guys, these are 5 habits that I think that we can work with in 2022 that would help us to be the best version of ourselves, be better humans, be better friends, be better family members, sisters, brothers, and just human beings. Please let me know in the comment section if there are any new habits that you are working with in 2022. I would love to see them. These 5 I am definitely working with, and I am hoping that I am able to stick to be a better version of myself this year. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. Please, if you did, leave your comments in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Also, give this video a thumbs up and share with your friends and family. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next one. Till next time, bye.